What is up, you guys? Thank you for tuning in to today's video. No, I'm not dead. No, I didn't quit YouTube. No, nothing bad happened. The reason why I didn't film a video last week is because every time I had a video planned to film, something happened and something came up where I couldn't do it anymore. So yeah, that just ruined all of last week for me. I was just busy all last week. Yeah, but I'm here now, so that's all that matters. Before I say anything else, I want to say thank you to everybody, to every single one of you guys that are watching, because we officially hit 5K. It took us a while, and I know that I'm to blame, but we officially hit 5K. You know, we're getting close to that 10K. Like, that's like one of my main goals. I feel like, you know, once you hit 10K, I feel like that's when you can say I'm a YouTuber, like officially, like when you hit that 10K. So yeah, we're just on the road to 10K. Hopefully that can happen faster than it took us to reach 5K. But since we hit this milestone, you guys already know what it is. We got to do a Q&A, because the last time I did a Q&A, I think that was when I hit 1,000 subs. Yeah, man, we haven't done one ever since, and we have 4,000 extra people watching. So I would say, you know, let's do that Q&A so you guys could comment any kind of questions that you have for me that are about the car, that are about me, that are about anybody that's in the videos. I'll be making sure to hit them up so I can ask them the questions so I can verify for you guys. So any questions you guys have at all, just please comment down below and I'll make sure to answer them. As you guys already know, the title of this video is The Truth About My IS300. So that's exactly what I'm going to be telling you guys. It's the truth. Basically, the truth is, I'm not happy with the IS300. I'm not saying that I don't like it or anything like that. It's just that the car itself, like, I'm not happy with how it is. It's gonna sound wrong, but it's like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like instead of turning this into what it is now, I felt like I should have maybe turned this into a drift car to begin with, you know, without swapping out any of the body panels and getting it painted and all that stuff. I feel like I should have left it the way it is before I spent this much money on it, because now that I did spend this much money on it, there's still quite a lot of money to be spent on it just to, you know, get the car to look exactly the way that I want it to look. You know, you guys are always giving me compliments about how like nice my car looks, and you know how, you know, it looks super cool, it looks super clean and stuff like that, and I appreciate every single comment. Trust me, I do. And like, I know that, you know, the car, from what it was, the car came a long way, and so I do appreciate every single, you know, compliment you guys give me. But the thing is, not many people have seen my car up close, like seen the little details that are wrong with my car. That's why the other day I posted a picture and then I asked if I should drift my car. Now the majority of you guys said no, which I get why, because you know it's a nice car, so you guys wouldn't want me to ruin it. But then it's like, just some of the stuff that got to be fixed on the car, it's like, you know, is it worth fixing? You know, should I drift it? And then I know that sounds messed up too, because it sounds like, oh, because I don't want to spend the money to fix the car, I'm just gonna trash it, you know, I'm just gonna drift it. But that's not it at all. But I think I would have like really fun drifting this car. But let me just show you guys what I'm talking about, like the little things about the car that I don't like, that's gonna need to be fixed. Because if I do turn this into like a real stance show car, it's not gonna sit right with me if I know that the outside looks pretty clean and then stuff on the inside is like trash. So let me just show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. This is a never before seen of my car, like all the little things that are wrong with my car. First, let's look at this trunk. Now this trunk has always been a problem, but I fixed, when I took it to the shop when it got painted, I fixed the majority of it, but you know, it's still an issue. Like if you guys see right here, I could stick my fingers through here inside the trunk. You see that? Now that is not supposed to be like that. The trunk is supposed to be closed off. But I guess what's wrong is, before I got the car, I guess it was in an accident, and it just messed up the whole, like how the trunk is lined up. And now there's always this space right here. Like, look at this huge space. I know you guys' ISs does not look like this, and you could basically see, and you can't really see inside the trunk, but it's like basically my trunk looks like it's open all the time. Like, this is how my trunk looks all the time, and that's really annoying. And then if you look here, I mean, they fixed it a little bit, but this used to be worse. Like, this gap used to be like this big, but they fixed it for the most part. And then if you see right here, you guys can't really see it, but the trunk isn't level with the quarter panel, like it's uneven. So that's another thing. And another huge gap right here, like this gap is not supposed to be this big. And right here too, look at this. This gap right there is not supposed to be that big. And you know, you guys might say, Bobby, just, you know, unbolt the trunk and then try to align it. But look, even on this side, the gap is huge. So it's not like, you know, one side is closer than the other side. Nah, just both gaps are freaking huge. Let me pop the trunk so I can show you guys the inside. This right here, see all this rust? All this rust This is just bad, because in order to get the trunk to line up the way that it is now, we had to cut out the, I forgot what this is called, but we had to cut it out, and then we had to cut this whole piece out and then weld back a new one, because it was just all mangled up and everything was messed up. That's why the trunk couldn't close when you open it before, but now that's fixed. But it's just a whole bunch of rust, man, and it's just crazy. And then over here, there was some urethane that was put on here to stop the leaks that were in the trunk, but for some reason it's still leaking on both sides, because we put some here and we put some right here. My guess is there's another crack somewhere along this line that I don't know about. I still have a little leak in the trunk. You know, it's not as bad as before, but it's still leaky. The only way to close the trunk, you can't close the trunk like this. You gotta, boom, slam it. But you guys gotta see this in person. Like, this is a huge gap. Like, it's not supposed to look like this at all. Another thing is gonna be in the engine bay. All right, so basically when it comes to the engine, to like put it in simple terms, the wiring is just fucked up. Like, wiring is freaking horrible. Like, there's so many cut wires here and so many exposed wires that have to be redone. And then down here, you can't see it, but there's like, what, 5 or 6 exposed wires, and I don't know where they go or what they're used for, but all I know is that anytime I do a U-turn, my windshield wipers turn on by themselves because the wires touch. And then there's been times where wires have touched and then my lights have gone out. Like, I've had to change that fuse that's by my foot on the driver's side like at least 6 times because the wires keep touching. This right here, I have to take this to a shop for them to line it up, I guess, because I guess the car got hit. I don't know where the car got hit. It seems like this car got hit from all different angles. This radiator support, I guess, is crunched down, and that's what causes this. Let me show you guys. And I know there's a lot of people with the IS300s that have the same problem. If you guys look right here, you see this right here? This is so annoying for me, man. Like, this is one of my biggest pet peeves about this car. I hate it how this bumper sags. This thing is real annoying, and if I want to fix that, I need to fix the whole radiator support. I might have to cut stuff and have it re-welded so it can line up perfectly. Let me show you guys something that happened this morning. If you see this right here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I was leaving the house this morning, and then my wheel, the car, I guess the wheel fell into like a ditch or something, and then it bent the bumper right here, just pinched it. So now the paint is all chipped up over here and it's sort of bent. Another thing is, look at the body lines. You see this gap right here? This gap is not supposed to be like this. There's not supposed to be a gap like this through here. You can see the door jams and everything. That's not supposed to be like that. And it goes down all through here. Same thing for this side. Actually, this side is even worse. Like, you could see the door jam like all the way down. And you can see it some inside here too. Like, I know it doesn't look like much, but it's not supposed to be like that. And I know that because, you know, I have plenty of friends that have IS300s and the gap is not that wide. I know it sounds like I'm just bitching right now and that I could just, you know, spend the money to get it fixed. But the thing is, you know, should I spend more money to go do some more body work? There is more little things that I'm worried about and that I just don't feel like it's worth fixing or that I don't want to fix. This lady was just staring at me the whole time while I was vlogging. That's awkward. There's just a lot of little things that's wrong with this car that it just wouldn't sit right with me. I got all you guys saying, yo man, your car is so clean, your car is this and that. But if you take a closer look, you know, it's not as clean as you guys think it is, you know? Oh yeah, one more thing, the paint job. This doesn't really have to do with, you know, me wanting to drift this car because I could always get it repainted, but this is something that I never told you guys. Some of you guys know, but not all you guys. So basically, the guy that painted my car, he's an asshole. He didn't know what he was doing, or he was being lazy on purpose because he basically did a horrible job. I never told you guys about this, but I'm gonna show you guys this for the first time. Look at this right here. See all this yellow chipping? Why am I still seeing yellow, right? If you guys look back here, you guys can't really see it, but right here, they're still yellow. All here, it's still yellow, right? Look at all this yellow chipping, all that. You still see red right here on the hood. Look at this red mark. This, I seen this from the day that I picked up the car. Not the same day, but like the day after. I don't know how to describe it, but it looks like a glob of paint just right here. Some more yellow chipping. If you look right here, it's still yellow. Like, this is the worst one yet. Like, this is just straight up yellow right here. And same thing for the back bumper, yellow. If you look inside here, yellow. I know you guys can see this one, yellow. You see that? And you guys are like, Bobby, you know, why didn't you just bring it back to the shop? Why didn't you let him know this and that? Well, I did. And then he's been giving me the runaround, and he actually moved shops. And then he said that he would tell me when to come back to get the car painted to move shops. And then he never did that. He changed his number and everything. So basically he just cut me out. And yeah, so there's no way of me finding him unless I find somebody that goes to him still. He didn't do a horrible job. Like, for the most part, the body is still good. But the part that pisses me off is the back bumper and the front bumper. And if you look right here, look at this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but all this right here is paint chipping. All that. It's not even chipping, it's just faded paint. And you guys probably won't see this one, but if you guys ever seen my car up close, if you look at the whole lining of this trunk, you still see red. This entire lining right here is still red. And right here, you guys can probably see it. Now you guys won't be able to see it, but there's red right here, and there's red right there. So yes, the car is definitely going to be repainted. It's like a pet peeve of mine. Like, I don't want to be receiving all these compliments when my car really isn't as clean as you guys think it is, you know? But I read all your comments, and yeah, I think you guys are right. Despite all the little things that I spoke about, you know, this is a clean car. And, you know, I probably am just being a crybaby. It does sound like I'm saying, oh, there's a little bit of rust, let me just trash the car by drifting it. You know, I guess it does sound like that. I'm not going to be drifting it. This is just going to be my daily, all right? You know, I'm gonna leave it at that. Trust me, I'm not going to change my mind again, because you guys know I like to change my mind a lot. But I'm not going to change it again. That's the last decision. This is going to be the daily driver, because I had some people saying, oh, stick to one plan, stick to one plan. Yeah, I know, but when you have a lot of time on your hands to think, you know, it just has you thinking. One thing that I do have to tell you guys is this car, it's not gonna stay like this, right? Another reason why I say that I'm not really happy with this car is because I feel like I took the easy way out. I'm not, like, you know, bashing on anybody that has a car that looks like mine, because there's a lot of people that have the same lip that I do, the same side skirts and the same rear lip. So I'm not bashing on anybody that have it, but I feel like, you know, that's sort of the generic way of doing the IS, you know? And like I said, please do not take this the wrong way. These are just my thoughts. I feel like I just took the easy way out. I'm definitely gonna be changing up the look of this car, right? This car is not gonna be like this forever. I'm definitely gonna change the way that it looks, especially the front end is gonna be a completely brand new front end. I know exactly what bumper I'm gonna get, what side skirts and everything. I'm gonna change how the car looks completely. So I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's definitely gonna be happening after I do the engine work, you know, after I swap the motor, because you guys know I am gonna swap the motor. So after all the engine stuff is done, I'm gonna completely change the way this car looks. The only thing that might stay the same is the color. There are IS300s out there that have the same look, but it's not many. Trust me, it is not many. I feel like I'm gonna be one of the only people that have that look in South Florida, because, you know, there's a whole bunch of ISs in South Florida, but I feel like there's few that have this look that I'm going for. I think you guys are gonna like it, because I feel like, you know, when you have a car like this, man, you gotta make it your own. Especially when so many people have the same car, you have to, you know, make yours stand out. This look that I got, yes, it's cool, but I feel like the car, you know, it's lost in the crowd too much, besides the color. But even the color, there's somebody else that has the same color that I do. Shout out to IS300 Brian, and he has the same exact color that I do, and he actually had the same front lip, the same side skirts, and the same everything. And no, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this look, because Brian, he had that look before I did, you know? Even though I found his car after my car was basically done, you know, that's when I seen his, and then I was like, oh shoot, his car looks exactly like mine. So yeah, I feel like I somewhat copied him, but, you know, not intentionally. But yeah, I just feel like that I gotta make my car stand out a little bit more, you know, make it my own. So that's why I'm gonna just basically change everything. And when I redo this car, I'm gonna make sure I do it right. I'm gonna make sure I don't cheap out on the person that I do it. Who knows, I might even do it myself, but that's gonna be a story for another day. But yeah, this car is gonna be looking completely different, and trust me, man, it's gonna look amazing. So I just wanted to clear things up about the post, because I know a lot of you guys were like, no, don't drift it, it's too clean, this and that. Like I said earlier, there's gonna be that Q&A, so make sure you guys drop all your questions down below. Like, you guys can ask me anything you guys want, anything about anybody on the channel, any cars on the channel. You guys can ask me anything, or you guys can give any suggestions, you know, whatever. Just ask me anything you guys want, and I'll make sure to answer every question. My upload schedule is gonna be going back to normal. I'm gonna try to upload twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm trying to make that more consistent, and so you guys could expect a video Thursday. It might be the Q&A, I'm not sure yet, but it could be the Q&A. And we still got some cool videos coming up too. We still got the caliper install video, the LS400 caliper install video. We still have the interior video that I'm gonna be doing. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can do both of those videos next week. It just depends on how things plan out for next week, but I'll try to do both of those videos next week, but no promises. But at least one of them will definitely be out next week. So we're gonna be wrapping my interior, all the interior body panels and all that stuff. We're gonna be doing all that, and then I still got the caliper install video, and there's a few other things that I'm gonna be doing too, but I don't want to spoil everything. So you know, you guys stay tuned for that. And then also, I'm definitely gonna be heading out to Street Racing Made Safe. I'm definitely gonna be out there Saturday night. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be bringing the car, not because it's ugly or anything like that, but I'm not gonna be bringing it because I'm having suspension issues, which I'm gonna be fixing soon. I know exactly what's wrong, so I'm gonna be fixing that soon whenever I order the new parts. I just don't trust my car on the highway driving for like an hour, so I'm not gonna be bringing the car, but I'll definitely be out there. I think Nick is gonna be out there also, so you know, you guys come out. Yeah, man, I think it's gonna be fun. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys for the next one. I'm out.
Money was coming slow, dreams they seem far. Here you won't make it from niggas who fell off. Goals they kept calling, so I had to pick up. If I wanna get paid, I gotta work hard, shine bright, day and night. HD, vision right, homie, we ain't dropping no names. Straight bombs plus flame, that's the HD experience. Thinking there's a better vision, it's funny. Eddie Murphy delirious.